Doug Ford and Health Minister Sylvia Jones making an announcement today that they will close the gap, that they say will close the gap of people who don't have access to a regular health care provider. The changes include expanding a grant program and effectively barring international students from attending medical schools in Ontario beginning in the fall of 2026. Eric Viano joining us live in studio with the details. Eric.
Matt, the province says the upcoming legislation will ensure at least 95% of medical school spots will be reserved for residents of Ontario. The remaining 5% will be for students from elsewhere in Canada.
There was 18% students from around the world taking our kids' seats and then not even staying here and going back to their country, and that's just not right. So now it's going to be 100% Canadian, 95% Ontario, so I'm glad we're getting this done.
Ford spoke in Oshawa today outlining his government's plan to address a doctor shortage in the province. The plan will see medical schools being required to reserve spots for Canadian students and an $88 million expansion of a Learn and Stay program that covers tuition for more than 1,000 students who commit to becoming a family doctor in Ontario.
These new actions are designed to ensure Ontario medical schools are training and graduating more doctors, including family doctors that are going to stay in Ontario. Because we know that if you're born in Ontario, you're more than likely to stay and practice in Ontario.
Health Minister Sylvia Jones says the government's changes will allow around 1.36 million more Ontarians to have access to a family doctor.
So we want to bring that talent back to Ontario, and we're doing that by an investment today that says Ontario students need to come first.
According to the Ontario Medical Association, there are currently about 2.5 million people in the province without a family doctor, and that number is expected to nearly double in the coming years. NDP leader Marit Stiles responded to the announcement today, saying the move could stifle the number of doctors by limiting who can apply, saying, quote, "As always, this government's priorities are in all the wrong places." However, one family doctor says today's announcement is a step in the right direction.
There's over 2 million people without a family doctor. And I think we have to start planning for the future. And one of those plans will be, how do you create more family doctors that are going to get solid training and they're going to stay in the province and treat the people that need the care, as quickly as possible. It's not going to change overnight, but I think we need a plan that's going to help it change long term. And this is a step in the right direction.
Ford also promised today he's going to work out how to help current medical students with the cost of their education, pointing to his finance minister.